one of the greatest things that rob us of our land of promise is lack of action. Lack of action. Sometimes faith has been presented in churches in a very bad way. Faith has been presented as something you should just believe for, and that you don't need to work towards. So people tell us to believe God. Faith is just believe God for this, believe God for it. You don't need to work towards it, and it's a lie. Faith demands work, because faith without work is dead. Faith without work is dead. So faith demands work, and if you believe God, the evidence that you believe God is how much work you are doing, how much work you are putting into it to show that you really believe in God. But in our Christian charismatic circles today, we are being preached faith to as if you believe it, God will just come and do it. And you name it, claim it. Yes, name it, claim it. As if you just need to name it and claim it, or you just, you don't need to do much. As if you don't need to struggle. You just need to do the minimum thing that you want to do, and then things will come to pass. But it's not true. It's not real faith. That is that deceptive faith. That is a substituted faith, and which doesn't bring you any result. It's a microwave kind of faith, and it's a deception kind of faith, deceptional kind of faith. So. But Abraham, being the first person, that's why he became the father of faith. Because can you imagine, you've never heard of this God before, you've never had the story. In our own case, it's much more easier, right? It's easy because we could fall back on the example of Abraham. We could fall back on the example of all the heroes in the Bible. But here, Abraham was the very first one that was called by God into an inheritance. And the question is, how did he make it? And how did he, believe God towards the end? How did he to the end? How did he hold on to the end that this was real God, and that this is the real God, this is the real thing, this is the genuine thing, and that they needed to keep on following God? The answer is in Hebrews 11:8. The answer is by faith. By faith, Abraham left his father's place, his own land, by faith. It is faith.